Today we are on one of the best Call of Duties that we've had in a very long time. It's going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 2023. This is Sledgehammer's version of what Modern Warfare 2 should have been. That horrible game that Infinity War made. This is basically part 2 of that game, but it's completely better. And it's definitely one of the most fun I've ever had on Call of Duty in a very long time. In this game, it's literally one of the top gods in my personal opinion, just between the content that they put out throughout the year, just the consistent updates, and just the overall fun that this game did bring to the Call of Duty scene. But before we do hop into playing some games here on this game, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Let's play some Modern Warfare 3 here in 2025. Oh my god, this feels so weird, but it also just feels like very normal and just very right. I'm using the MCW here, or basically the ACR. This is like my most used gun in this game throughout the entire year, so I figured since we're back on here, we might as well just simply use what my most used weapon was. Oh my god, my sensitivity is so fast on here. Oh my gosh, what the hell? But I want to hop on this game today just to simply take a break from Black Ops 6 as a whole, because Black Ops 6 right now is really just it's in shambles until season 2 most likely, or maybe, like, who knows what they'll even do during season 2 to actually make the game more fun. But right now, playing that game every day and just hopping on, it's not enjoyable. So I figured, why not come back to this game in 2025 just to see how it is so far, even though I already know like no updates came out for this thing ever recently. So I just kind of wanted to get the experience of, like, honestly, like the COD that we had last year, because let's be honest, we're comparing this COD definitely to Black Ops 6, like all around in general, just because this game is actually insanely good. It had everything you really need in it. Like, this multiplayer was very, not underrated, but I think that this is definitely one of the best multiplayers we had in a while. And me personally, I generally just enjoyed playing this game. I literally enjoyed hopping on every day and playing it. And like I got to the point where I didn't even realize that was the case until like the end of the year, where I just realized, like, yo, I'm really playing this like every day and like pretty much all day, and I'm actually like sitting here and enjoying myself. I think Sledgehammer definitely did a great job with this multiplayer, and I think people will definitely give them their props, and like are giving them their props, especially based off what Black Ops 6 is right now. It's like people are starting to realize, like, you know, Sledgehammer actually did their thing when it came to this multiplayer. I don't think this game ever got like a huge overall. The only like real overhaul thing I can think that they got probably was like the streak overlap being an option. That's like the only thing I can actually think of that like one of the major updates with this game. Like, obviously it got like updates throughout the year to make it better in terms of like just mobility, the gunplay, just make it a lot better. Of course, like those happen, like that happens every single year. But in terms of like something that like really changed the game forever, I don't think this game actually got one of those kind of updates to it. Like I said, the only one I can truly sit down here and think of is the update that gave us like the ability to overlap streaks, which is something that people wanted for a very long time, or at least something that I've personally wanted for a very long time. Like, it feels so natural just to come back on here and play, because like I don't know what it is with this game, but obviously it had like over a year work on it, but it just always felt good to me, always felt smooth to me. It just always felt fun to actually hop on here and actually play no matter what. Like, the core multiplayer on this Call of Duty is actually, I think, what made this one of the best. The core of Black Ops 6 just isn't good. Like, Army movement is good and all, but the core factor of Black Ops 6 in terms of its multiplayer, it's just not good in my personal opinion. And it really does suck to say that, because it's a Treyarch game too, and Treyarch always seem to make good Call of Duties, but that game, there's just something missing to it that I just personally can't put my finger on like what exactly is missing from that game. But there's definitely like a huge thing that's just missing, and I don't even know if they can like find it and actually put it in, because it's just, I don't know, at this point I kind of think it's like beyond fixing. Like, I don't know what it is with this game. Like, this game wasn't easy. It was just, and maybe it's just so smooth. I don't know what it is with this one. Like, I generally enjoyed hopping on and just like using whatever gun, whether it's like an AR, obviously SMGs and stuff like that, LMGs. I just generally enjoy just using a lot of stuff in this game. It was one of those things where like every gun kind of had like that perfect balance to it, to where like they all were just usable, like no matter how you build it. And you can see that as a bad thing, to where like every gun is like, I guess, somewhat the same, but it's really not a bad thing at all. It just gives more variety of what guns you can use in this game, what classes you actually can sit down and use. Like, the TTK in this game wasn't insanely high. I think that's one of the reasons why Black Ops 6 is like what it is too, because like in that game you die like insanely fast for some odd reason. In this game you don't get ripped, but you don't even like feel like you die insanely fast either, even though you do have moments where it's like you die insanely quick, but that's just like every Call of Duty, where you feel like you just get zapped certain times. But like all in all, like all around, the TTK in this game isn't crazy fast. Like you actually feel like you can like escape certain gunfights in here and actually get out on time with your life, even though I'm pretty sure the TTK in this game might be faster than Black Ops 6, but the overall like feel of it is just, in BO6 you feel like you just get obliterated like no matter what you do. So yeah, based off the numbers, the TTK might be slower in that game, but the feel just doesn't feel right in this game. You feel like you actually can survive. I'm pretty sure Black Ops 6 is like the longest TTK, closest to Black Ops 4, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, what's happening? But the all in all feel is definitely the most important part, because the feel just feels completely off in that game. But we're gonna call this MGB in. I actually forgot there was even an MGB in here. I knew that there was a nuke, but I didn't realize it was still called MGB. I forgot. I'll be honest.
Is that ours or is that you?
That's ours, but that is ours, buddy. Like, if you actually sit here and take a minute and just scroll through everything that this game literally had to offer, we can go over here to the Armory unlocks, where literally everything was locked when the game first came out. There's 140 items in here, so this is everything that you had to unlock throughout the game cycle, or just simply just playing the game and just completing challenges. Got you literally every single thing in here. They also kind of made it a must to unlock certain things as well, because you really unlock guns in this whole Armory thing as well. So it's like pretty much grinding all these Armory unlocks like literally set you up for the entire year. There's literally 140 rewards. Obviously, you didn't have to unlock every single thing. You literally go through either the weapons, the aftermarket parts, the perks, equipment, field upgrade, kill streaks, or this emblem tab side of things here. But you had literally so much stuff to unlock, and you got a complete variety of things as well. Also, if you remember, there was a weekly challenge option here as well, to where you would just click it and you'll just simply see multiplayer or zombies or warzone, and it'll give you the weekly challenge of the week. And it's basically the option of, I think it was every single Wednesday, you unlock the aftermarket part or aftermarket attachment for the duration of every week of the season. And of course, it's not here on here right now because there's no week coming out at all, so they just completely just removed it. But having that weekly thing to look forward to was something very exciting, and one of the best things they've ever added, honestly, in Call of Duty in a very, very long time. Unfortunately, this game did not have prestiges, or like the regular prestige like we do have now here in Black Ops 6, but it did have the regular season prestiges that like gave you every seasonal option. The max level was 1250. So I do have to give Black Ops 6 their props for bringing back the classic prestige system in that game. Also, this is the first time we ever seen vest in Call of Duty, and we literally got, I think there's like 10 vests on here. Literally so many options, so many variety of vests that you can actually use, and that they actually added throughout the game just to help your playstyle, and also give you a different playstyle as well that you probably never played before. But the vest honestly was one of my favorite things about making class setups here in this game. So if you go over to the store here, I don't think this game had like the most insane bundles to them. I think like later in the year, like maybe 2 months before the game was actually going to be over and Black Ops 6 was like coming out, I think that's when they actually started to add like some insane bundles in here. Like, I don't see anything that's like too crazy or like outgoing in here. I know I bought a couple bundles this year. I'm pretty sure I didn't buy like anything too crazy. Actually, this is one of my favorite bundles as well too. These skins are just like so trolly and just different colors. They actually were pretty fire. We also had like the Godzilla skins as well. This one is actually tough. The pink, oh my, the pink is insane. You had the pink, we had the white and blue, which actually are some crazy looking skins. But I think that's pretty much all. No, wait, this gun's actually insane. I'm pretty sure this gun had like a crazy death effect or a crazy aspect to it as well. And then we had the dark matter looking Bass B as well. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this bundle is actually pretty fire as well. But I'm pretty sure that's like everything I ever bought that like really sparked my mind in this game. We also had the see-through Striker 9. This thing looked crazy with camos as well. We had this crazy Pathfinder skin as well, which looks dope. And I remember this Sidewinder Northern Lights. Yes, this thing was actually, it didn't look the greatest with the camos, but like this thing based alone just looks absolutely just beautiful. So I feel like they definitely did put out some decent bundles this year as well. I forgot about this one too. Was actually insane. The inspect is actually crazy. It's like a big old anime screen on it as well too. Also, this skin right here as well, this skin is actually pretty cool. I don't think that the weapons were like the best. This is like pretty much just buying it for the skin. So they actually did some, they did a decent job with the bundles this year. I cannot even lie about that one. And of course, we have the camos here in this game. Gold actually was pretty dope this year. We have Forge, that's okay, priceless. And of course, we have Interstellar, which Interstellar definitely wasn't the best one in this game, of course, because we had Zombies one where we had Gold Enigma, then we had Zircon Scale, we had Serpentine, then we had Borealis, which Borealis definitely was the best one out of the two, just because it just looks a lot more bright than Interstellar in my personal opinion. But I think this one was definitely the better one in the game. And then as the year went on, we did get weapon prestige camos as well. So we had the One Trick, we had the Molten Obsidian, then we had Mercury, then we had the Constellations, and which I never got this camo because it needed 300,000 XP, which is kind of insane. But I got close to it, but it just wasn't worth it in my personal opinion. Then we got literally all these event camos throughout the entire year, which was just insane. Like how many events we got and how many camos we actually did get throughout like the whole entire cycle of Modern Warfare 3. Best one, I think, in my personal opinion, which came later in the year, was definitely this one. This one looks insane. Like it's basic to a certain extent, but then again, it's really not basic. It looks absolutely beautiful. But we got so much throughout the year. The Get High camo event as well. A couple other camos on here, and they did a great job with just adding content in this game, especially a lot of camos. I can't even lie to you, I forgot that there's Modern Warfare 2 maps in this game. I completely forgot that was a thing. I don't know how many they added to this, but I completely forgot that they were even in Modern Warfare 3. I almost said Black Ops 6, Jesus. But this is Dome from Modern Warfare 2. I think that was what, 2 years ago, basically. Yeah, I think like 2-3 years ago. And so in this game, I really didn't realize that as I was searching for a game. I was like, oh wait, there's really a Modern Warfare 2 map in here. But I was playing like earlier today, and I realized that my controller is broken. Like my left trigger, I have to press it down like so hard just to even get it to activate. It's kind of scary because one, I don't know when that I don't know when that happened. Two, I don't want to buy a new controller because the controller that I want, like obviously I buy Scuffs controllers, so if I buy a new one, I'll buy the PS5 one. And I was checking them prices, like because I'm gonna customize it to my liking, of course. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a hefty penny, and I don't know how I feel about spending a hefty penny right now on a controller. But I think that I can deal with it by just pressing down hard. I think I'll get used to it because it's not really like a big adjustment, especially in this game, because whatever vest I'm rocking, I have quick fix, so I really won't even need my left trigger, which is basically my stem shot. I'm kind of living a good life. And another thing I just realized is that you see how zoomed out the minimap is? See how I can get so much information without having to be so close to somebody? Like Black Ops 6 minimap is so zoomed in that it's actually so bad. And I have forward intel in that game, which basically zooms out your minimap for you so you can get more information. And even then, it still seems like it's so zoomed out. So I don't know why the minimap is so small in that game, but I think that's the least of the concerns or the least of their worries. And honestly, I don't think they even consider a worry as well too, because I've heard no one complain about it. But you know how, oh, I just unlocked Mercury. Okay, I mean, sure, buddy. And I got my nuke. Okay, buddy. I mean, it's just W's all around. And I'm using the Ram 9 because during like the second half of Modern Warfare 3, I fell in love with the Ram 9 because this SMG was just like insane to me. At a certain point, I just felt like a demigod whenever I used it. Like, I mean, I'm just doing stuff I should never really did with this thing, and it was really my favorite SMG like the second half of the year. Like it may not have been like the best guns like based off the numbers and the stats, but to me, in my hands, it felt like unstoppable. I'll be honest with you. That's why I literally love this thing. Like coming back to it, it just feels normal and natural. It's actually insane. But like I was saying before, usually with every single year with Call of Duty, whenever a dev company does something good, you know, the next COD company tend to not keep it, or tend to not like take the idea and like evolve on it, or just do it in general. I think that's the perfect example of what this game right here was, and then what Black Ops 6 is, because there's a night and day difference between both the games in terms of like the content that they push out. Granted, it is only season 1, so it's like you kind of have to give them a break, but it's also one of those things where it's like they haven't like announced that they're doing like conversion kits consistently, or like camo consistently, or like good events consistently, to where we can actually get rewards, actually grind the game and get dope things. Mainly camos, because let's be honest, that's all people really care about, is camos. Especially after Modern Warfare 3 right here, they gave us so many camos. It was like, how can we not expect more, you know, and or want more? I think Treyarch definitely needs to not copy Modern Warfare 3. They need to just, I guess, copy it and then just build it on their own, and then do it in their own little way, like their own little Treyarch way, in terms of like whatever the case may be, whether you make something I guess like more different, more unique, or just bring out different type of camos. Whether they do like a little difference where like have one event they do a camo, the next event they do maybe a conversion kit, or just give you a camo and a conversion kit every single event, just something like that. In my personal opinion, they need to have like a system to where we can get consistent rewards that people actually care about, which is basically kits for guns, and then basically camos. That's all people really care about. People don't care about blueprints anymore. People don't care about getting XP or like a cool skin. None of that really matters, you know, because you really can't even see the skin half the time. And if you get a blueprint, the blueprints for a weapon that people don't care about. They need to give us universal camos, in my personal opinion. They also need to give us conversion kits, actual good conversion kits for the game. Not saying that those 2 burst ones they added were bad. It was just, you know, they were pretty basic and standard. You know, we need something cool just to make a gun like completely different and just actually have it be meta in that game. Just think about it. We went from expecting something every week to basically expecting nothing now. It's like, yeah, we're getting like events consistently, but the events aren't even like good rewards, if that makes sense. And every time there was a reward in it, you can either just go to the store and buy it, or they just simply just rewarded everyone after the event was over. And that's exactly what happened with the last event, the whole arching one. Whenever it ended, that everybody just basically gets it no matter what. So it was pointless. It was pointless to sit there and actually grind it. But thank God I actually didn't waste my time. Sure, I need to definitely just take something out of this book right here and definitely just make it their own little spin on it. Because it's not like they haven't done I guess, conversion kits before. And technically, they were the first ones to do it with the operator mods in BO4. They just have to do it, I guess, in their own little words or their own little way, and just give us it on a consistent basis. Because I think people just compare this game a lot to it, and just the expectation of the rewards and just the expectation of the consistency of the content that we're getting. They kind of expect it to be like how this game was, and I don't know if we'll ever get that again, to be honest. Or I don't know if we'll get that from Treyarch, I should say. It's like their core multiplayer is so messed up. It's like they kind of have to focus on that before they can actually focus on giving us consistent content. It's very unfortunate. It really is. But honestly, coming at this game is just, it's so fun. Modern Warfare 3 was one of the first multiplayers I enjoyed and actually played like throughout the year to where I didn't get sick of it like that much, to the point where I just never want to play Call of Duty ever again. This one was it was just so fun. It was just a joy to play it no matter what. Even if I had everything unlocked and completed everything, it was always just fun to come on here and just play it literally every single day. But we actually are going to call by nuking and end this off right and start the year off right. Yes, sir. But if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to drop a like, and if you didn't subscribe to the channel, if you guys are brand new, if you want to see more throwback Call of Duty videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Yes, sir.